Hello, dear children. Today we are going to do the story of Sultan Ghiyasuddin in the Qazi's court. Hundreds of years ago, in the eastern province of Bengal, Sultan Ghiyasuddin Azam Shah ruled the land. His capital was Sonargaon. Sultan Ghiyasuddin was a good ruler. He ruled wisely and well. He respected men of learning. He had a deep regard for law. One day, the Sultan was practicing with his bow and arrows. But accidentally, he wounded the only son of a poor widow. The wounded boy did not survive. Now, not survive means he was not alive. Weeping and wailing. Wailing means crying very loudly. So, weeping and wailing, the poor widow went to the Qazi and told him what had happened. The Qazi was an honest and upright man. He sent an officer to summon the Sultan to his court. Now, summon means to order the Sultan to come to his court. When the officer reached the palace, the guards stopped him and inquired about his business. When they learned that he had come to serve a summons on the Sultan, they were shocked. Now, summons here means a written notice. They refused to let the officer go inside the palace. Now, the officer was in a fix. The guards did not allow him to enter the palace, and he could not return back to the Qazi without giving the summon to the Sultan. Now, what should he do? So he started thinking and thinking. After a long time, he decided to do something. And at last, he began to sound the azan, the call for the prayer, very loudly outside the palace. Now, actually, it was not time for the prayer. So, the Sultan was disturbed in his sleep, hearing the untimely call for the prayer. So, immediately, he ordered his guards to hold the person and bring him inside the palace. Now, when the officer came in front of the Sultan, he was trembling with fear. But he mustered all his courage. Now, here mustered means he gathered all his courage and explained why he had given the call for azan. Then, with shaking hands, he gave the summons to the Sultan. Sultan Ghiyasuddin took it without any comment. He read the summons and told the officer to go back to the Qazi. He announced that he would appear in the Qazi's court the next day. The next day, the Sultan got ready to appear before the Qazi. He hid a sharp sword in his robe and set out. The courtroom was packed with people. Everyone was eager to see what would happen. The Qazi entered the courtroom and took his place on the high seat of honor. In a little while, Sultan Ghiyasuddin entered the courtroom. Everyone stood up to show respect to the Sultan, but the Qazi did not get up. The Sultan stood in the docks and the trial began. The widow presented her complaint. The Qazi took note of all the evidence and in a grave voice addressed the Sultan. You are guilty of causing the death of the only son of this poor widow. According to the law, you must pay a fine for this offense. I order you to do that without delay. The Sultan accepted the judgment and apologized to the widow. He arranged to pay the fine immediately. The widow felt satisfied that the offense was brought home to the offender. When the case was over, the Qazi got up from his high seat of honor. Respectfully, he bowed to the Sultan and requested him to take his seat. The Sultan then drew the hidden sword from his robes and told the Qazi, I am happy that you did not waver in your duty. You did not hesitate to punish me. Otherwise, I would have beheaded you with this sword. The Qazi then put his hand under the cushion where the Sultan was seated and brought out a whip. He said, Your Majesty, I am happy because you obeyed the law. Otherwise, I would have whipped you in this court. Whipped means, whip is that rope, the long rope with which the culprit is beaten. Okay. The Sultan then got up and embraced the Qazi. Thank God, we both did our duty, he said. Everyone present in the courtroom praised the two great men. I think, children, you might have loved the story. Read and learn. You are going to read along with me. Province, Saman, Sonargaon, Mustard, Evidence, Sultan, Apologized, Guilty, Offender, Beheaded, Ghiyasuddin Azam Shah. Now children, you are going to do exercise for this lesson. Give the synonyms, that is meanings for wailing, upright, offense, waver. Now to find the meaning of these words, you have to use your textbook. Go to page number 30 and you will get the meaning of these words. Give antonyms for respect, obey, accepted, enter, appear, sharp, eastern. Now antonyms means opposites. So you are going to write opposites for these words. Give one word for to send for someone, a person who has done something wrong, become unsure, crying and sobbing loudly. Now for this also children, you will refer to page number 30 of your Balbharati textbook. Enjoy doing your work. Thank you, dear children.